Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Schlage number L583-446. This is a Adams Wright style cam. This is used on their modular sort of construction of cylinders that they have had on the market for quite some time. And you know, the world of cams have from Schlage has gotten ever evolved as their cylinders evolve in terms of the platform or the format of the cylinder, whether it's conventional classic cylinders, original construction, or their modular cylinders, or classic keying, high security, Primus sort of work. And this video is to serve as visual evidence of this Adams Wright cam. Now they say that this is for 1.125", 1.375", and 1.575" length cylinders. A couple of basic dimensional properties. The width of the driving portion of the cam is 0.188. 0.188 is the width. The overall height, 0.858 overall. The center of the, roughly speaking now, the center of the main screw hole to the edge of the cam I would say is about 0.565 inch from the center of this hole to the tip of the cam. Okay, let's switch to the screen view where we can do a better overview of different cams from Schlage. So this is the item that we are looking at, and we can pull up a document from the factory and see if we can come up with this cam and a review of the cam. So as I pull up the full line catalog, I can search for L583-446 and find the one instance where it does apply for their modular type cams, modular construction. The 447 would be for 1.25", 1.5", and 1.75" length cylinders. Their SL construction cylinder requires a different cam. Their classic design, their conventional classic design requires a different cam. Their high security material requires yet a different cam as well. So Schlage is certainly a company that evolves their product line and sometimes discontinues your favorite lock, as they've done to me a couple of times. That B400 that they made in the, who knows, they probably made it in the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. The EB series, that's certainly from the 1950s all the way up until about the end of the maybe early 1990s, something in that range. Now, a search or a dive into the manufacturer's catalog will also allow us to review the 583-446. They will give us those dimensions. I believe I was pretty close on with both of those. The 447, it's going to have the same dimensions. It's just going to work with the different length cylinders. Okay. The high security material, your Primus XP, your UL 437 versions. UL 437 is a reference to a standard established by Underwriters Laboratory that defines drill and pick resistance and other means of bypassing the cylinder for so many minutes. And if the cylinder is found compliant with those requirements, it is then eligible to be listed as UL 437 compliant. The highest caliber when it comes to the resistance of manipulation other than by its intended method for a cylinder. Other cams are listed in their catalog. The Adams Wright has, I think they have 3 cams in their overall requirements. They have a short little Yale style or a standard cam for their 4070 series lock. And there's one other cam, I just don't recall what it is at this point. Anyway, lots of other cams are here mentioned throughout the price list. And, you know, it's helpful just to look at the catalog, get to what you're doing, obviously, and then move on from there. Okay, let's back to the item that we're looking at. A link to the manufacturer's page is here, which will take us to this page within our site, where there is a very good quantity of encyclopedic documents. But before we get to that, all the Schlage products that we sell can be reviewed. Okay. All in addition to that is going to be a link to the manufacturer's website, a link to the full line catalog, which we just took a look at, and then finally encyclopedic documents. So on this page, you're going to find service manuals. Here's a Primus service manual. Here's an Everest service manual. Here is a 1981 service manual. Here are all of the service manuals in a single document. You'll find, in addition to their standard catalog, you'll find some archival catalogs. We have a 1982, 1972 catalog. I have others. They're just not uploaded, scanned and uploaded yet. They will be. They may be by the time you're seeing this. Templates. Master Template Index is here. Sample letter of authorization. Schlage key bitting specification. So a tremendous quantity of encyclopedic documents to help in the supporting of the Schlage product line. Now, speaking of the Schlage supporting of the Schlage product line, Schlage does an exceptional job when it comes to technical support. There's a particular individual at the factory who is incredibly expert and generous with her time when it comes to answering questions, and to her I say thank you very much. Let's finish up this video on camera. Now, the name Schlage is synonymous with very good quality lock sets. Walter Schlage, the son of immigrants from Germany, was known as the lock wizard or the lock master. He worked for a lock company during the day, went home at night, worked in his basement, concocting his various inventions. And I believe 1921 is when he, or somewhere about then, is when he patented a very unique type of cylinder construction that we all use and take granted on a daily basis. Schlage is under the umbrella currently of Allegion. Her sister products would be Schlage, LCN, Von Duprin, Ives, Glenn Johnson, many other exceptional manufacturers of hardware. And what is most valuable to me working with Schlage is the fact that it is a high-quality product that is supported by exceptionally well-trained people, and I find that culture with her sister companies, LCN and Von Duprin, immediately come to mind when it comes to excellent technical support. If you have any questions, and they're sold as each, by the way, but if you have any questions on the L583-446 cam, Adams Wright modular for those lengths mentioned earlier, or any other Schlage product, please feel free to reach out to us. And thank you.